Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to CrackPack. So, just a little more of a homework update as we go. So, the bees, yeah, you can see super amounts of flowers. I actually cleared this area out. Look, pretty butterflies. But yeah, I cleared this area out actually the other day. But as you can see, things are ticking along very nicely indeed. So yeah, we're getting plenty of honeycomb, plenty of bees. We've now got our cultivated bees all sorted and stable, which is great. So yeah, homework achievement get, methinks, on that one. So on to the other part of the or one of the other bits of the homework. We've still got a few more to do, but a little bit of lag. Just need to grab something out of this chest here. I've been doing a little bit of fishing because one of the things we need to do, we do need fish. But yeah, look what I got out. This is literally just a case of wanting to get just some nice vanilla fish, and we ended up with all of this lot. So apparently ocelots like them. I may test this theory and I may go hunting in the jungle with one of them and see if we can try and get an ocelot. But yeah, we actually got a Hastily Looting 3 book, which I'm pretty happy about. So we'll be sticking that on a sword anytime soon, I think. But yeah, but no, there we go. We've got the bog standard raw fish that we actually need. Hopefully that should be enough and we shouldn't have too many terrible accidents. But the stuff we were doing is Thorncraft bits. And you can probably tell we've got a few more jars on the go here. We've been busy cooking off some boats. So we've got Arbor and Aqua in there. I think my Aqua jar is that one. Arbor is that one. We might be able to get a little bit more into that. So that's our Aqua jar. So right click on there. Right click on there. Is there still some more in there? Nope. And we also have our Ita, which is one of the ones that we're actually going to be needing today as well. So we'll let that fill up a little bit more while we do some of the other bits that we wanted to. So first thing we want to do is actually get some of the tallow candles made, which we shall do now. I think I need 3 bits of string. In fact, actually leave that there. 4 bits of string. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is something, it doesn't need any fizz or anything like that, so we can do that basically in a standard crafting bench, but we're here anyway, so there we go. We have 12 candles, and I want 12 just because I want a nice even number. So if we pop down here and ta-da, room finished. I've extended it out a little bit more as suggested by Olvera. So and rearrange the pedestals very slightly as well, just because it kind of fits in a little bit better with the images that are in the Thormonomicon. But yeah, done a little bit of work with the ceiling. Also through here is where I've been storing all my essentia. So we have lots and lots. I haven't actually labelled the jars yet, just because I can use the Walia to whaler, even Walia. We're talking about the whaler to see what's actually in there and how much is in there. So to be honest with you, jars, labels, not too worried at this stage. But yeah, we're starting to build up a nice little collection. So what we're going to be doing is down here, and we're going to do our first bit of infusion on our own. But what I wanted to do was actually go round and actually replace some of these torches around here with the candles. Now I can actually sort of pick these up and dye them as well. And what should we go? Should we go some inside here? What have we got? We've got 8 left, so we could go 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, jump over here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And what that will do, it should help with the stability. We can also place heads around. Little tiny bit macabre, but always a consideration that we could actually do that should we need to, provided we keep it symmetrical, which we have done. Then that should help stabilise this. I mean, what we're going to be doing isn't it's negligible. It describes the stability as, or the instability. So hopefully we shouldn't have too many nasty accidents. To be fair, we probably had more mess with making the tallow for the candles, just because I was having a few issues actually finding some items that had the Prescientaccio that we actually needed. But yeah, I'll just show you very quickly the recipe if I actually get the, we can do it in here anyway, candles. So it's made with 2 magic tallow and string, and the magic tallow, basically you use your crucible and you throw rotten flesh in, so yay, a use of rotten flesh other than drying it, and you need 2 Prescientaccio or Presentaccio per rotten flesh to make 1 piece of tallow. I was using great wood logs, so I had all sorts of other stuff coming out that I couldn't actually think of a use of straight away. So yeah, there was a little bit of a battle with flux. But yeah, it was Lady Random 1 flux nil by the end of that, which was good. But there we go. That is that. So let's see, is this all done now? Yes, it is. Let's pull these back down. Should have more than enough for what we actually need. What is it up there? It's aqua. Okay. So we've got nearly a full jar there. Definitely a full jar of Ita, which is good. Got more Ita going in there, so let's grab ourselves another jar for that. Got Ita 4 more going there, so we've got Arbor. That should all be in there now. Only got room for a little bit more Arbor. So that's a full jar of Arbor. And 31. Okay. So that is a part jar, so that can stay up here. Let's grab that one. I'll get that last bit of Arbor out of there. And should that be completely empty now? Oh, wrong one. There we go. And a very nearly full aqua, so that can stay up here as well until that's actually full. But yeah, we'll be needing this for what we're going to be doing. So let's grab our Thormonomicon. See, getting good at this now. And let's grab these bits out of here. So we are going to be, jump into Artifice, we're going to be making our Boots of the Traveller. So for that we need fish, we need air shards, we need enchanted fabric, and we need feathers, and we need Velatus, which I've got downstairs, and we need Ita, so we need 25 of each of those, which we have. In fact, actually, why don't we take this, because that's got 31 in it, so we won't be breaking our nice full jar, so we'll use that, I think. So the first thing we need to do is grab our wand. Let's use the iron capped wand for this, I think. Stick that in here because we need to make our fabric. So we need 2 of those, so that's just 4 string round a block of wool. This will give us 2, so we've got 2 of each of those. That's our 2 fabric. There we go, we've still got sort of 22 left on there. We went round and filled all our wand up and everything like that, which is good. So now the bit for me, which is a little bit scary, which is actually doing, is that Velatus? Is that the one we need? Yeah, Velatus. Actually doing the infusion itself. Now this is the first time that I have done this without Ulvra. And to say that I'm a little apprehensive is an understatement. What are you? Your corpus. Yeah, I've got to rearrange the colours. That's just going to bug me otherwise. That needs to kind of, those 2 need to swap over. But actually, do you know what? Light to, yeah, that's fine. That can stay there. That's fine. Right, before we get too OCD about it. Oh, and our arbor. Let's put our arbor away there as well. Perfect. So, Boots of the Traveller. So if we look at this as being the front of our altar. Oh, no. Come back. Come back. Give me my book back. Thank you. Right. Don't click on the altars with things. So we need So on the 3 here, so it'll be our 2 magical fabrics. So I've got magical fabric here and here. I'm hoping that these don't disappear off actually, because I haven't actually got any spare, so I'm hoping this stays stable. I might actually go in very quickly before we set this going, make some more. Then it is air shards up in the top 2, fish on the end. So let's grab our air shards. So they are let's think about this, there and there, and let's just move all of these up so we can bring down the stuff that we need to actually use. So our fish needs to go here, and then our leather boots go in the middle. So let's very quickly, if we can, before we, hopefully these won't despawn, very quickly, can we, or do we have any more string that we can use? I've only got 1 bit. Now we can break the wool down into string, or is it the other way round? Nope. Okay, well there's the wool. Let's very quickly just go and grab some string out of the bees. I'm really hoping that stuff doesn't despawn. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very quick. Actually, no, we do need to do it on the table, don't we? Doink, doink, doink. Run, 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 run. Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. Run, 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 run. You say I'll be able to do this so much faster when I've actually got the boots. So that is, oh, a little bit of lag. Well, I mean, we're always going to use this stuff anyway. There we go. So we have more should we need it. Right, this is all good. Everything is still there. So all we need to now do is retrieve our wand actually from our workbench. We are so pro at this, are we not? And we just need to right click on there. There we go. So if we whiz around here, you can see all the essentia actually going in. Don't seem to have too much instability going on, which is good. So hopefully the candles are doing the trick. So you can see it's sucked in all the essentia. It's now starting to suck in the items. Oh, obviously needed more stuff than we actually had, and we actually, wow, what's it pulling in? What is it doing? Ah, there we go. So obviously didn't have quite enough of what we needed. And there they are! Woohoo! Boots, give me the boots. Empty hand. Give me my boots. Why will you not give me my boots? There we go. So I wonder why that didn't use it, because I'm sure. Was I thinking it was something different on that? Ita. Definitely wanted Ita. Definitely wanted Velatus. And we have Ita and Velatus, but it was pulling from out here. It was taking from that jar. Oh, maybe you actually have to have a full jar. Duh. Okay, well there we go. That's something we've learned anyway. Is you need a full jar. But we'll take both of those upstairs because we can actually fill those up. But yeah, it just goes to show actually that I can leave my jars where they are. And it's actually got enough to be able to pull it from there anyway. Which is good. This is a good thing to know. So we can now stick that back in there. Our shards live in here. Keep our feathers. Put our cloth. You can go and add a little artifacty thing there. Our awesome boots. Now I do want to scan these. Do want to scan these, so let's queue those. There we go. Always worth doing. So that is Boots of the Traveller. So why don't we just very quickly... See, I actually should have... Should I put my robes on when I was making that? I should have put my robes on, shouldn't I, really, when I was making making stuff. Because I would have used far less viz doing the old cloth, the fabric. But oh, look at that! Look, whew, super quick. Watch this. Look, look. Whee, whee. Now this, we say going out here now. Look. Oh, step assist. No more messing around, jumping over everything. La 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 la. We are all over it, baby. Extra jump, which means we can get in our pen now and gather all the eggs and feathers out of there. So yay, woohoo! And we have a decreased fall damage from this as well. I'm not going to run that way because I'm going to be running through my wheat field. Oh yeah, did I show you this? I'm sure I showed you this in the last episode. That has been going absolutely mental. So we have no end of seeds. I've got almost half a double chest full there. Our seed oil is looking great there. I need more wood. I'll take those sticks out. But yeah, I've actually run out of... Oh god, I'm going to get used to this speed. I have run out of wood. I've also run out of space to put the sticks as well, by the looks of things. So yeah, those will have to just jump in there for the time being. But there we go. That is me doing my very first bit of infusion, and we had no accidents. So I am super... Wow, this is just slightly mental. I've got to remember not to jump on the cauldron. Now there was actually one other thing that I thought about that's just occurred to me, which was something I... Ooh, steady on, go. Something odd. I'm just going to swap these out actually, because this is ever so slightly disconcerting. I'll have to get some practice in on those. We'll put those nice and safely... Ooh, let's go back to snail pace. Put those nice and safely up there for the minute. Yeah, there was one other thing that I did want to do while I'm busy messing around. And that is, while I was building said ceiling, it kind of occurred to me that about here, you can hear it anyway, and sometimes you can actually see the particle effect. There we go, look, lava leaky through my ceiling. One, dangerous if I get a bit happy with the old pick. Two, a little bit ugly, to be fair, having lava dropping down. So I want to actually solve this as a problem, which I'm going to do now. So before we do anything else, I'm actually going to take away this lava source. In fact, actually, no, I can't take away that lava source, you dumb woman, because I actually need it for what I'm about to do. But, right, we'll have to let the water boil again. So, what I want to do is make Iter. Hopefully I should be able to... Not Iter, is it? No, Niter. Niter? Not Iter. Nitor? Where's my book? Let's go back to here. And where is it we need to go? Automagy. Alchemy. There we go. Nitor. Mystical Flame. So this is the stuff that we have made it with Ulva. This is the stuff that you can basically, it's like use it as a light source that you can just put down somewhere, and you can break it and lift it in kind of the same way as a torch. It's a little less ugly than a torch and a bit more magical. But also it is a heat source as well. So it's basically glowstone dust, and you need Ignis, Lux and Potentia. So I believe somewhere in here I have some coal and some torches. And I'm going to make 2 of these only because of the waste element with regards to the excess stuff. So you only actually get, I think it's 2. Is it 2 ignis and, sorry, 1 ignis and 1 potentia per piece of coal, and then 1 lux per torch. Oh, is it 2? It could be 2 actually, which leaves us with an uneven thing. So what I'm going to use is 6 torches and 3 coal, and that should give us enough with 2 bits of glowstone to make 2 pieces of niter. So that will give us 1 that we can use as our heat source, and 1 that we can, well, I don't know, stick in a chest and figure out what we're going to do with it at another point. So hopefully our cauldron is boiling. So let's hover our little cursor there. So let's go in with the coal, and I've actually, do you know what I'm going to do as well, just so we don't have any little accidents, is let's just take out the rest of those torches, because then we won't get inventory tweaks popping stuff in. So let's first of all, let's put our coal in. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now our torches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now our 2 bits of glowstone. And there we go. 2 niter. Nothing left in the cauldron. No flux. Go me. So what we can now do is get rid of the old lava-roo. Let's take that away. We can now replace that. So see, the water has stopped boiling. We can now replace that with a niter. Put our thing back, and if we just wait just for a few minutes, there we go. Cauldron bubbling. Happy, happy days. Pretty kind of almost ethereal thing going on there. No danger of lava. So yeah, with this stuff, literally you can pop it down some way. See, there we go. We've got a light source. You see it's got a block. Want it back. Boom. There we go. Niter back. So that's quite cool. So we could kind of put our niter up there, couldn't we? There's like a little extra light bulb. Because I did take down some of the stuff here where I was stacking jars up, didn't I? So why don't we put some of our light sources back? Where is my wand? Because I have got enough viz in it. So let's make another one there. And let's say another one here. Put them there and there. Take that one out. There we go. And with our niter at the back there. That, I think that looks quite cool. Because we're not really going to have too high normally. Because we'll just keep single empty jars up here, and it'll be full jars that are downstairs. But there we go. Look at me doing Thorncraft by myself. Yay! Yep, Olver has taught me well. I've just got to find where I put my torches now. Where are you, torches? There you are. I have my mouse over them all the time. But there we go. So I think let's go back down to our little bit here, and let's sign off just here, I think, because I'm actually feeling quite pleased with myself now. Yeah, I've got to say there was a fair degree of bravery. A couple of bravery pills had to be swallowed, because it was, you know, I know this one, it's a fairly basic one, and there's very little chance of things going pear-shaped, and we obviously saw in a more recent video with Olvera with the nodes that, you know, it can get quite messy. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that went. So we now have our Boots of a Traveller. We've still got a couple of extra bits that we need to make as part of our homework, but that's another bit down, and we shall work on the other bits over the coming days. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.